Good evening. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the 20-minute fashion distraction. I'm Jackie Jenkins, the founder of Sophisticated Curations and the producer and show host of the 20-minute fashion distraction. And as this is the eve of Thanksgiving, I'm so excited that you guys are spending the eve with me. I hope that there's some turkey in the oven, some pies, and all that wonderful stuff. And actually, stuff. Did you get the pun on words? Stuff as we talk about stuffing. So tonight we're getting ready for Thanksgiving, and I thought it was only fitting to have a talk about food, fun, and fashion. And so I'm going to bring on my dear friend, Miss Courtney Townsend. Hi, Courtney.
Hi, Jackie. How are you? Okay, here.
Oh,
All
yep,
right,
you're in screen. You look amazing. I love
here
that
we go. All
blouse.
right.
Hi, Siobhan. Good to see you. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. Love it. So let me sing your praises before we get into our chat. And I will start off by saying I have known Miss Courtney for we're going well. I don't want to even date ourselves, but it's been a long, 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 long time. So this is awesome. And you guys saw Courtney last year because Courtney shared Thanksgiving tips to get us ready last Thanksgiving. So Courtney Townsend is a professional chef, a creative strategist, and a lover of life. She is the owner of Courtney's Fix, a lifestyle brand with the motto that everything comes from a place of learning to love yourself again. And I will say it has been so wonderful just to have Courtney in my life, and she's been a great inspiration for the fashion distraction and everything else. And we always talk about kind of this whole concept of how there's such a lovely connection between food and fashion. And so our Thanksgiving chat is a great way to do that. So, Courtney, I know you. We chatted last night actually, and what we decided that we really wanted to focus on is dressing you and dressing your table. And
Oh,
so to get started, what is it like? How do you dress your table? Like what does that mean?
okay. So I'm going to start from a couple different points of view because last year we were still in lockdown.
Yes.
And then this year we're in and out. And then now there's supply chain things happening. And so I'm saying all that because I really believe more than any other time what affects your household really has to do with where you are regionally and what
Oh,
could be happening in your city and all. So I am in the mountains and stuff isn't making it here. And the internet keeps going out and all the flowers were, so for me, one of the things that I really would love to just bring home about dressing the table before we even get started is about using what you have. Like, okay, great. You might have got on the phone and called the florist, but maybe the florist isn't in business anymore. Or maybe the floor arrangement just didn't make it. Or, I mean, there's so many things that are happening in the supply chain that I think it's important to, was one of the many beautiful points about the shutdown, is refocusing back at home, refocusing on what you have at home, refocusing on what makes you feel beautiful and going from there and feeling great about it, not feeling opted to buy anything. It's
mhm.
also funny because where I am right now is not where my home was before the COVID. So I've got all this stuff in storage, and then I'm at this, my other home, but in it is all kinds of stuff, but it isn't like tableware and all that. So I'm going to pull out a couple things, and then is that fine?
Oh, absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely. While you're pulling out, I want to say my mom is here. I see Terrence is here. Oh my goodness. Hi. Thank you for coming. Happy Turkey Day. And of course, our sister Karen Hamilton is here. So
So
hey, hey, hey.
one of the things that hit me was I don't have any of my tablecloths here. So, but I was like, but I've
Look at
got
that purple.
I've got a whole bunch of fabric. So, and I remember
Oh
last
my
week you
gosh.
focused on, it was sewing, right? Wasn't it sewing?
Yes, we did. Oh my gosh. I'm in awe of that royal part, that vibrant. Oh my gosh, Adrian's here. Hi, Claudia.
So,
Oh
one
my
of the
gosh. And
things
look at it against that white. Oh my goodness. Wait a minute. Let's go back. What is the purple?
it's something I'm going to turn into a pair of slacks. And so,
Okay. Okay.
but
Okay. Right
you
now
know,
it's serving the table.
there's no reason to turn them into slacks because I'm not putting on any slacks. So it's now a tablecloth.
I love it.
So one of the things that I really wanted to, when I do it I want to move fast because I got a couple different options. So one of
Okay.
the things that I really want to focus on as I put this out is that I really want people to think about, what do you love? Like, what's your favorite thing? Those that know me or watch Courtney's Food Fic, I love beverages, like, and they don't have to be alcoholic. They can be tea, whatever else, but I love liquids. So I'm never in short of, I'm going to move this to the side so you guys can see these because I can see.
Adrian got it right. I am like mesmerized. The purple is just like has taken my breath away.
And so you can just take, you're talking about a table setting. Don't go buy one. Take a plant, your little TJ's plant. Get your little pop of color. Get all your glassware out. It doesn't have to match. I'm going to move this white because it is.
So wait a minute. Re-say that point again, please.
So the whole matching thing, no. Like, no. So here, I mean, I've got modern, I've got Baroque, I've got, you know, I mean, we've got all these different styles happening. But for me, this is richness. Like, this is what makes me, when I sit down to a table and then I'm like, does that mean I got my 4 beverages? Because if you know me, I'm drinking 4 beverages. Like, I'm drinking my champagne. I'm drinking all of these things at once. And I'm going to move this right here.
So this is kind of like shopping your closet. Where
right, this is just like shopping your closet.
I'm loving
so in this case, you know, for me, if I'm going to sit there and have conversation, which is really as well important to me on a holiday, I get the ball game, I get all that, but can we just come back in for just an hour and have that share and connect and have things on the table that connect in that way, whether it's my mom's tea set for during tea service, whether, you know, it's a glass. This was one of my dad's favorite champagne glasses. So a New Year's Eve, he loved to, you know, it's just putting it together. It does not have to have any, I'm trying to focus on this thing. It does not have to have any perfection to it. But for me, real glassware does it. And so you may be a bowl person, whatever that is. All right, I'm going to move because I got another one. So,
okay, I'm loving it. Oh my goodness, you're reminding me. I have a punch bowl from my aunt that I try and bring out when I entertain. And yeah, you're right. It's the memories of the pieces, right?
Yep. And so then for me, I've got another. You know, I got this in Senegal with my family years ago.
Oh, so is that another piece of fabric?
Just another piece of fabric.
I love it.
So again, you know, at this point, what you can do is, for me, this, you know, you can do sort of like a family, I miss you, heirloom type of theme. And then you could just put pictures on there. There's a picture of my mama.
Aww.
And then, you know, and this can go as a picture of my daughter. She'll be mad. You know, and then a picture of my grandma.
Oh,
and then,
I love it.
You could just put that in the middle and then go back and then bring in your glasses again for pops of color, if that's what you want to do. And so then it's nice. Or if you want to go gold, one of the things that used to really bother me is, you know, you go places and you get all these monogram glasses.
Yep.
We all got our issues. I hate mono. I mean, once I'm gonna come out with somebody's gonna call me out. So these are like some glasses of my dad's, but the colors, like, it's beautiful. Yeah. And it's, you know, and it's okay. Well, then that's when he spoke at that convention. So I think there's just different ways. And you know, and then I'll do one more, and then we'll flip the question.
No,
So
I
then,
love it.
if
And
you
thank
don't
you for
have,
sharing your family pictures.
so then if you don't have that, like, go get a small table lamp, trick it, like just get
Oh
a,
wow.
right, just get your,
On the table.
those, my dogs think a robber's coming now. Hold on. Thank you. Thank you. Good girl.
That's right. This is live TV, folks. This is live TV.
Thank you. And
I
then
love it.
use a beautiful. Hey, thank you. And
Oh,
then just use a beautiful lamp in the middle of the table, and then dress it around there. I mean, there's so many ways that you can use what's already in the house. That's
yeah.
a great focal point, and it's a connection to memories. And you know, I've got squash. Of course, I could keep going. My daughter loves to I call her, she's a positive trash talker. And so
Ah,
I was telling her, I said, well, I'm going to do this, that, and the other. And then she goes, yes, but Courtney, she said, okay. She said, Mom, but you just have too much stuff. So it's a little different for you. And I was like, well, and then this is my last one, and then we'll flip over and I'll leave this one out.
no. Oh my goodness, look at these. So you're giving me such inspiration, you're right, Adrian, around because I have some amazing fabric, but I wouldn't have thought to put it on my table. I'm really loving that idea.
So, and then this, you know, is another one. This was actually given to me
What's the
by an
pattern on
ex.
that? What is the pattern on that?
This is you know, it's an original, authentic kente cloth out of Ghana.
Oh my gosh.
And this was given to me. She's no longer alive, but she gave this to me years ago. So I keep it for color pops. Like really, you know, you wear it around your head. That's, you
Yeah.
know, but I like to keep it. It's more precious to me than that. And then again, you know, you dress it with some colorful different. I mean, you got your high balls, you got your low balls, you got your champagne glasses. And again, then you could bring this back out. And I mean, this to me is just gorgeous.
Yeah.
So,
Now, what's the high balls and the low balls? Just so everybody is caught up in what you're talking about over there.
well, you know, I'm talking about like the different heights and the different, you know, you got your coupe, you got your red wine glass. This one's really a sherry glass. These are a low ball glass, like, you know, I got glass issues. So.
I love it. I love it. But I love the fact that you're absolutely right. So much of, and actually, I think that's why Thanksgiving is one of my favorite holidays because it really is about the people around the table.
It is. That's it. That's it.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. So, Pro Chef, I gotta believe that there are just some staples that you do for the holidays. So, what are the three staples or dishes that you always serve during the holidays? And well, for this holiday season, like what's your go-to? It will always be there.
Well, I say this because I'm sure my daughter's going to be watching at some point. So I can never get away with not doing some form of a mashed potato. And
Okay.
it's really, you know, I've got my lazy mashed potato, I've got my high indie, totally, you know, French pureed, you know, mashed potato. I've got all my different, I've got the crushed mashed potato, I've got the confit I mean, but I got to come hard with the mashed potatoes. I don't get away without the mashed potatoes. Then my son then asked for the macaroni and cheese. And then
Okay.
and it just depends because it could be the gratin and it could be a French macaroni and cheese. It could be the, come on, mom, can't you do it like grandma macaroni and cheese? Or it could
Okay.
be like my standard, but those are the ones. And then for me, because I'm already tired doing all the other stuff, mine is sauteed spinach with garlic.
Oh, nice.
There's
Okay.
5 minutes. And then, you know, I may roast the garlic, I may confit the garlic. So I'll try and manipulate the garlic to sort of
Right.
take it up and down. But then, you know, but my spinach is done in.
Okay. So I have I have one way of cooking the garlic. So can you quickly explain when you say bring it up or down? Because I'm a garlic fan. So what do you mean when you say up or
Well,
down?
you can take a whole bulb, roast it 2 days before it's ready to roll. You can
Okay.
also confit it. And then with that, you can take the individual cloves in butter, very low, and like even a clarified butter, and just let it, and you just let it simmer. And those you could let simmer probably for an hour. You don't let them burn. They taste like candy. I mean, you can shave them and make garlic chips. I think actually for the show, one of the first shows I ever did was like, I did 3 videos on garlic. Somebody was like, aren't you a little too excited? I was like, I can keep going on this garlic thing. So, but there's just, with garlic, and then what a lot of people do is they just buy it, which is what that video is about. And they just buy already jarred garlic, which
Okay.
takes out all the dimension and it adds chemicals, but there's so much beauty you can get out of it. You can get the bite out of the garlic, you can get the sugar out of the garlic. Yeah.
So Courtney actually came and visited me a couple of weeks ago, and I don't know if you guys remember that movie where basically this person goes to the person's kitchen and they it's like Top Chef, and they find like mushroom. Da, 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 da. Next thing you know, it's like this gourmet meal. I was like, you got that out of my refrigerator? But anyway, that's what happens when you hang with the pro chef. I was like, that came out of here? What? Okay. So let's talk fashions.
Okay.
What will you be sporting this holiday season with your dress table?
Well, because I'm in the mountains and it's, a little dirty, and it's really cool because I'm going to be out in the desert for Thanksgiving. I'm going very boot, sort of Native American. I've got this beautiful sweater of my mom's that I love. It's a beautiful knit sweater that's very old school that she's had for years. I think she bought on a reservation, and then I will wear that and probably just a t-shirt and a hat. And
Ooh, what kind of
that
hat?
way. Yep.
What kind of hat? Say more. What kind of hat?
Well, I've got this one hat I actually got, and it's only funny because I love it. It reminds me of an old sort of Sidney Poitier, like from the Westerns. I love Westerns. So it's like an old Sidney Poitier, even I think Bridget Bardot, but I've got this beautiful green hat it's got great lines. Like you put it on and you're like, you can't even talk to me. Like the hat's so, man, you just give homage to the hat. Like,
okay, so I must see pics of the hat. See pics of the hat. So now, in addition to being on the 20-minute fashion distraction, you also do your live. Can you talk about where people can find you? Because you give not only amazing tips about the holidays, but just 365 days of the year of ways to enjoy food.
So I'm looking because I'm like the animals are going like this. So I can be found at Courtney's Food Fix on Instagram, or Courtney's Fix Mag, which is more of just life as it is and living life as brightly as you can. And I can be found on either of those channels. The Courtney's Food Fix is it's a mix between cocktails, focusing on ingredients that you can add to your everyday, your fast food, anything that could just bump it up, and adding nutrition really quickly. And then as well, it's got food travel mixed in. So
and I will put a plug. If you are trying to find the perfect cocktails for the holiday season, go back and listen to a few of the videos. I mean, there's everything from discussions about ginger. I know you done some stuff with gin, and not to put you on the spot, but do you have a holiday cocktail mix that people should be thinking about? Just something quick and easy if they have it around their house.
Well, I did one yesterday. I did a mocktail yesterday on pears with a pear puree. And one of the things I think that is important is, what is that staple? And then so what I also did is I featured, and this just happens to be here, so I'm not plugging them, but I have this Fever Tree grapefruit. So there's all these different grapefruit sodas out there. This one specifically, because a lot of people right now are trying to handle the weight. Yep. So this one specifically is a great soda. It only has like 70 calories in it. It's all natural. But I think that it's great that if you want to do all the fruits, that's a lot of work. But I would say pick a good tonic, pick a good pop, that has a lower amount of sugar. Get some ginger beer, but then mix it with some club soda, and then mix it in, with a particular liquor. If you're just trying to get that little splash happening without going too far. But then if you want to go a little bit further, call me and I'll talk to you about purees you can keep in there and how you can freeze them. So
I love it. And I see family is here. Hi, Lourdes. Good to see you. So there's a way that we close a 20-minute fashion distraction by basically saying there are things that you just cannot get back in life, and time is one of them. So thank you so much, Courtney, for sharing your Thanksgiving Eve with us and this insight. And now you got me thinking about dressing the table. And for you, the audience, once again, I'm so blessed and fortunate that every Wednesday night we're able to come together. Hey, Andrea. But more importantly, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Hi, Van. Please be safe. Please be well. It's such an amazing Thanksgiving. Last year it was just a different type of Thanksgiving. So I'm very grateful that this is the holiday that it is. So hold on, Courtney. You guys be safe, be well. Next week we'll be talking about get ready for the holidays in fashion and trend. And I will see you next week. Hold on, Courtney.
Bye, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving, Claudia.